I now offer you a reflection on listening. I see a dear friend coming in. When I was a child, I didn't talk a lot. I preferred to listen. I spent a lot of time with older kids and adults. I enjoyed listening to them, learning from them. This practice in listening served me well in school. I was very focused, and I absorbed a lot. Being an effective listener also helped me as I developed a strong interest in English in middle school. I grew up in Brazil. It's no wonder I eventually specialized in pronunciation improvement when I became an English teacher. As I became an adult, I found my listening skills could serve another purpose as well. I noticed that people confided in me a lot. Once at a party at a friend's house, I ended up spending all evening talking to my friend's mother. My friend had a terrible case of meningitis when she was little. She almost died. My friend herself had told me this, but I hadn't heard the story from her mother's point of view. That evening, her mother told me of the years of pain she went through during her daughter's illness and recovery. How hard it was to be strong for her daughter, while inside she just wanted to break down and cry. I missed out on the party, but I felt honored that my friend's mother thought she could share those feelings with me. It is not just friends and acquaintances that share intimate stories with me. Complete strangers do too. Once on a relatively short flight, the person next to me told me the story of his life. He was a young man, 20 maybe. He told me he had recently gotten out of jail. He had a little daughter that he was determined to do right by. He had a lot of anger in his heart. He was bullied throughout his childhood, was often called white trash. Through this account, I listened carefully, nodded, asked questions. When we parted, we shook hands warmly, and I wished him good luck. Those who come to me with their stories must sense I will be receptive to what they have to say. The strangers who tell me their life stories know they'll never see me again, and I believe that is in part why they confide in me. But those in my circle of friends and acquaintances who choose to trust me know I will keep what they tell me in confidence. I do, even if they don't ask me to. I too want to rant about things sometimes. I want to voice things that I am still working out in my head. It feels good to know my thoughts and feelings are safe with the person I'm sharing them with. I feel less alone when I share. I feel my burdens are lessened. I find that things that initially seemed too heavy or even horrible often don't seem so bad as my impressions of them come out in the open. It feels good to be there for others when they need that release too.